Word. Okay, participants. Invite link. Let's go right here. Okay. Alicia, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome. Hey, that sake though, like I say, I would probably cop some and throw it on the bar because I know my wife, she into the wines and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like the regular sake, like the regular shit with nothing in it, that shit is fucked up.
I like the ones with the flavors in it. Like I know in Chicago they have one that's this plum sake, man.
Word.
It's dope.
But see, you know, like me, you know, like, okay, that's you're gonna find that in the wine. No. You wouldn't even find that in the wine section. They have depending on where you go, they have like a small section for sake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't even really categorize. It's sake. It's not really a.
But I don't buy the sake out of any stores. When I go to restaurants,
Yeah.
that's where I buy it because usually they sell it in bottles. So if I go to like a Korean store and I'm eating some if I'm going to somewhere where I know that they sell it, they usually sell it by the bottles, and that's where I buy it from. I never buy it out of the store.
Why not?
Well, because it's not the same. And if it's being sold in like the Korean stores, like most times you're able to taste it because you don't have to buy the whole bottle when you're there. So you're able to kind of taste it and see if it's something actually that you like.
Right.
And then you can just purchase the bottle. And the bottles are cheaper there. Like I think sake, like I've seen them at not Whole Foods. What's that other store?
Save a lot?
It's another one of those big, maybe it was Whole Foods. They have a section that is sake, but you don't if it's not a brand that you're familiar with, you buy it and you take it home. That's sometimes the sake is like $40. I can buy sake for $20. Like that bottle cost me like $20.
And you like the taste of it?
Yeah, I like it, but I also got to taste it because I got it from the restaurant. So when I went to the restaurant, I was able to taste it first, and then I was like, okay, I want to buy a bottle to take home with me.
Right. That's like I remember one time we went to Olive Garden. My wife had did that, and it was some, I don't remember what the fuck it was, but it was some wine, and she got a chance because they offer you like, you know, you want to try it, da 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 da. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Okay, how much is a bottle? And she just got the bottle right there. So
yeah,
you know, I try to get into wines. Like I like mimosas. Like it was a down at the not the beach, but the Riverwalk. They have like the all these different vendors, whatever, and they have like a mimosa thing, like once a week. And we went out there. I said, "Damn!" And I didn't realize what a mimosa was till that day. I said, "Shit, this ain't bad. This is, you know."
Now that's a breakfast drink.
Right. But you can have it any time of the day, but it's like a spiked orange juice.
Yeah. But you can do you know, if you go to Cooper's Hawk, like Cooper's Hawk will allow you to try they have like a whole lot of different wines, and you can taste those, and then you can buy them, and then you can even become a member, and they'll ship you. I think it's like 2 or 4 bottles a month. But you can go, and they have tastings where you can go and have these tastings and taste what they actually have before you purchase any of them. But they have a variety of like a huge. They're really known for their selection of wines.
They are a winery, right? Okay, Will.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, look at him posed on that bed again.
You know it. I gotta stretch out, man. I gotta relax.
That's your vibe, though, bro.
I'm just saying that second stretch. Will always come back big sexy, like he always.
Man, you know it. I'm like one of them bear rugs, you know, just stretched out. For real.
I call you Big Sexy Will. That's your name, though.
All right, I'll go with that.
Hey, but fuck with Cooper's Hawk, though. We went. It was a long time ago, and I don't remember too much from it, to be honest. We went one time. It's one over here in Orland. We went. That was it. We ain't been back since. So I don't know if.
Well, go for like just look at because I know you like to do wine tasting. I mean, you like to taste liquor.
So
So
yeah.
but they have wine tastings where you can like. I've had friends to go there and get toe up. Like it's free, and you just going to taste the different wines that they have. And I think they do that monthly. And look at me shamelessly plugging them, and they ain't paying us for this.
That's cool. We small scale right now.
Cool. Hopefully they will.
We gonna grow that shit.
We definitely need a sponsor.
I'm gonna tag them in it.
You need to be sponsored by Mountain Dew as much as Kanard talk about it.
Hell yeah, and
hell yeah, them too.
Jameson, shit, and Newport.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
I don't even smoke down there, but I agree.
Hell yeah, shit.
Hell yeah, shit.
Newport,
quick on that shit.
I show up with a Newport jogging suit on in this motherfucker.
Newport jogging suit, Kanard.
You ain't never seen them?
Yes. Yes, I ain't seen them in real life. I've seen them, but not in real life.
I mean, me neither, but they out there. I seen a dude online.
Let's not go find one in real life. Okay, let's.
What?
I seen on social media like a Newport Chevy, box Chevy.
The ramen noodle short sets.
Yep.
Hey, I got on my page right now. It's a 40 OE and some Air Force Ones with the OE logo on the motherfuckers.
That's trifling.
Yeah.
Hey, OE is good though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
Hell yeah, I like that shit.
Like you need an intervention.
That is some willfully ignorant shit right there. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be ignorant tonight. I'll take a bottle of OE in a minute. Better than say eyes.
Not the drinking of it. I'm talking about the fact that you wearing the shit. That's so willfully.
Oh hell no, I ain't wearing that shit.
That's like trying too hard to be fucking ghetto. Like that's like like damn.
Hey, it's like an ignorance contest. Who could be the most ignorant, motherfucker?
Like,
I can be more ignorant than that motherfucker. Watch this.
If there was any doubt that I might not be ghetto, let me erase that for you.
Right.
Air Force Ones and shit.
Right. It's just like that is fucked up.
But let me ask y'all something. What's the hate against black Air Force Ones? My daughter told.
Girl, please. Are y'all serious? They're ugly.
For real.
First of all, let me say this. All Air Force Ones are ugly to me.
You know what? I got a pair of Air Force Ones. I like them.
But the black Air Force Ones are like the black jelly beans.
I got a pack of Air Force Ones.
They there and nobody wants.
Okay. You know how they have like small penis energy, big energy and shit like that. They got black Air Force One energy.
And keep it gully, Will. Keep it gully. Keep it too gully.
The hell? I'm wearing me some Air Force Ones. Them motherfuckers comfortable.
Hell yeah,
they ugly. They ugly. They ugly.
What are you talking about?
They
ugly. I've never liked Air Force Ones. I never understood why that. I didn't understand why that was Chicago's the city shoe. I hated that shoe.
But look, let me tell you, I got.
That's New York shit too, though.
Straight up.
I got 2 pair of white Air Force Ones, and let me tell you how I get them because I ain't bought gym shoes in forever. My daughter is a big fan of the white Air Force Ones, so she wear them once or twice, and then they're mine because I'm not picky like that. My shit don't have to be spotless. I'm old.
Okay, yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, we know you're old by your knee.
Man, don't even say me.
You know what? I don't even want to talk about knees. Mine's just as bad. So.
Here y'all go. All three of y'all about to start complaining about y'all old ass antiquated knees.
What? It's true. What? I play football. What I'm supposed to say? And anyway, how you gonna sit up here and shit on the Air Force Ones? I got about wait. That's just 5 pairs in this closet. We ain't talking about the shit downstairs. I
love mine. Wait. I'm a whole nother pair too soon.
Let me tell you,
they basic looking to me. They just always been
one time in life that I didn't like Air Force Ones. The only time I didn't like them was around 2002 because I lived in St. Louis when that shit came out with nothing stomping in my air.
Oh, I can see that.
I hated everything about St.
This
Louis.
shit's still good.
Hell yeah.
I still like the motherfuckers.
Nelly courtesy ass was out there with the gold teeth and the fucking
Right.
bag and shit.
Now I do want some gold teeth. I'm gonna give me some bottoms.
But you
No.
with that, but you ain't
But
fucking
let
with
me
no
tell you
A1.
Yeah, you know what, Alicia? I'm with that too, though. Like some platinum in the bottle. Yo, yeah, I can
I'm
fuck.
Yeah.
good. Y'all can
I
have that
want one
bullshit.
gold thing,
I'm
y'all. I
good.
just want one gold thing. That's
I'm
it.
cool. All three of y'all can have that bullshit. I wish I would get some fucking gold teeth.
First of all, how you sitting over there indignant with that posture while you drinking Mountain Dew? Nigga, how dare you?
This ain't no Mountain Dew, this
I'm
crown.
not saying you drinking Mountain Dew right now, but the fact that you drink Mountain Dew with eggs, you got the nerve to sit over there with your nose turned up about some gold teeth?
What is protein?
Hell.
Protein.
Yeah, look, even
Mountain Dew is
damn
not
eggs, your
protein.
nose will be turned up any damn way. Shit.
I don't see what the big deal is about Mountain Dew. It's tasty, it's delicious, and you can get 18 cans for $6.
This nigga said
You
it's
don't stop talking about them 18 cans.
What? Y'all mad because I got the hookup and y'all don't. I'll tell you where to go to get it. You can go to Dollar
you
General.
the only person who keeping them in business for selling that damn many at once.
What? It's good. I paid for it. Shit, I drink every
Yes,
can
you
of this
did.
motherfucker.
Yes, you
But,
did. You
matter of
absolutely
fact,
did.
as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna go downstairs and give me a can. Shit.
Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew.
Me
I
too.
fuck with
You know
Mountain
that
Dew.
grumpy
That
ass
shit good as
uncle
hell.
or that grumpy ass granddaddy.
Wait
Don't
till he
like-
start calling
don't say
somebody
niggas.
jive. You
I
know
know.
he mean business when he call us jive. Then he gonna be mad.
Y'all are jiving.
Y'all straight up.
Tanar, you give off pops energy, okay?
Hell. I'm over here chilling. I got me a spritzer. You know, I threw a little bit of
I thought we had a discussion about that word last week.
damn. What? It's true. Well, okay, fuck it. I got a drink. How about that?
Thank you, please.
Okay,
Please.
I got a drink.
Please
What do you
act like
call
you.
What a spritzer is.
What do you call
Well,
this?
first of all, you know that's that north side lingo he got going on. Please
Oh,
act
yeah.
like you amongst us and stop using the word spritzer.
I'm from Uptown. What else? I rep that shit. I'm supposed to, well, I keep it real. We from Uptown. Okay, we have a spritzer. We don't put no ice in our shit.
Who is we?
Get down. I'm saying Uptown Earth.
See, but we can't relate to you when you say spritzer.
Well, then what you want me to you see? I'm holding up. Look, context clues. You see, I'm holding it up, so that's what I'm talking about. Now, if I was holding up this, then that means that's a spritzer. I ain't holding this up. I'm holding up these.
Now,
That's how
Alicia,
you know.
now he's indignant.
What? I'm just
He
keeping
went
it
from
real.
0 to 1,000 real quick, didn't he?
Yeah. I'm chilling. I got the little crown joint with a hint of Jameson in there, just a little hint, cause it wasn't nothing but a little bit left in there. I was like, well, I really don't want to fuck with no Jameson, but I like the flavor. So see now this is right here. This is the elements that you find in a King James. Now I told y'all about the King James. I just ain't had no
The piercing?
Huh?
The piercing?
No.
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 Alicia, where the hell are you at?
That's
We
a
talking
Prince
about
Albert.
the drink.
No.
I might still be at the glory hole. I'm sorry.
Did you
I
say
apologize.
the Jameson,
Please.
the crown, and the
I was
ginger
Where
about
he
to
ale?
ask,
No, you
I was
was
just
in
about to
glory.
ask what
The
part of the
hell?
conversation I missed and we didn't get back on that. I'm sorry. I beg your
No,
pardon.
you talking about that's called a Prince Albert. That's what you talking about.
Right. Like what?
Prince Albert, King James, or something royal. I don't know.
It's two different things. King James is the drink. That's my shit. Prince Albert is a piercing.
That's why I was talking about the piercing. I thought you were talking about
A
the
sinful
penis
That's
piercing.
goddamn Prince Albert.
Look,
No,
it's a sinful piercing, Alicia.
yeah, it's a
It's a penis piercing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't get it, but I mean, I get it.
But
Yeah,
but
some
I don't.
dudes, they into that freak shit. They like that freak. I don't know. Shit, no, I don't know nobody.
Why
putting a
you
hole in
all
my-
upset behind the Prince Albert?
I mean,
Was it King James or the Prince Albert? Whatever. Why you upset?
Because it's all about the king. Ain't nobody talking about the prince. Fuck the prince. We about the king. It's all about the king around here.
K-A-N-G?
NG.
Okay.
What you do is you take
Nigga,
that.
look, nigga, NG.
G-U-A.
NG shit. Then they keep it real. Hey, look, y'all need to get on to this. This Jameson right here and get you some of that crown, mix that shit together on a low, and just chill.
You fall your ass out that chair tonight if you want to. That's what you do.
Jameson good though. I like Jameson.
I'm telling you, it's
You
good.
already
Fuck
laying
with
down,
Jameson.
Will. You already laying down. He's sitting in the chair. What
Well,
you
I'm
drinking is
chilling.
blue? Is that Kool-Aid?
No, You lying. Why you lying to me, Will? What you over there drinking?
I went sweet. I went sweet today.
Ain't nothing wrong
What
with
is
that.
it?
I've been.
Is that a secret? What's that?
Oh, Monaco.
Monaco. What is that what's that,
I
a
never
vodka or
tried that.
something?
It's Monaco, ain't it? What is
Monaco.
Monaco?
It's
What is
Monaco. Thank you, Eb.
Blue Crush. What is it though? What kind of alcohol is it?
That's
It got vodka, gin, rum, and tequila in it.
Yeah, you gonna be laid out too. Big
No,
Sexy
it's
gonna be on
certain
his
ones
back with
that
his shirt pulled over his head.
it's certain ones that got like
She said, "Oh my head."
some are made with tequila, some are made with vodka. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
some
all.
of them. Yeah, it's like different brands of them.
How you always know about all these alcohol, Ebony?
Mm.
I don't know. She must.
You
I'm
always
nearby
know
on
about
it.
alcohol. I'm starting to think you need an intervention.
No,
You
Ebony's
know all the licks. She do know.
She just
You know what's
knows shit.
funny? You know what's funny? When I first started, when me and Lefty first got together, he thought I was an alcoholic because I had like bottles and bottles of alcohol at the foot of my bed.
Oh Jesus.
But
Oh.
no,
That
I
would be
had just
indicative of
came
an
back
alcoholic. Like, why else would they
I
be at the
had,
bottom of your bed?
because I had just came from a cruise. I had teenagers, so I had just came from a cruise.
So you gonna
So
blame the
you
alcohol
know the
on the
liquor is
teenagers?
cheap on the cruise, so I had all kind of Amarulas and Cirocs. I don't even drink that shit. I just bought it because it was cheap.
Ciroc good. I like Ciroc.
I don't
And
drink
it's
light
black
skin
owned.
liquor.
I like Ciroc though.
I don't like
I
light
miss
liquor.
Ciroc.
You said it was black owned, Alicia?
I think yeah.
No, I
Ciroc
don't
is black
think so.
owned.
No.
Puffy
I've
own
seen her
Puffy
on-
own a portion of Ciroc.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why I
not
support
completely.
Title, because Jay-Z owns a portion of Title. So I try to hold on, Ciroc.
Look at his Billy Goat looking ass. I'm getting sick.
Puffy own. I think he owned a portion of it. I think he's one of them.
I thought he had Armadale or some shit.
No, that was Jay-Z. I think was sponsoring that, but Jay-Z Duce. That's what
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
he owned Duce.
That's why niggas is drinking.
Now that's something I would
That's
drink
true.
because it's really
What
smooth.
exactly is it? Is that brown liquor?
It's brown liquor, yeah.
It's brown liquor.
It's kind of
It's
pricey.
it's like a step up from Hennessy. That's my opinion.
Is it a
I don't
cognac?
listen to nobody Hennessy. I don't like Hennessy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't really care. That's what made me not like cognacs.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? It's like my pops bought me a bottle like years ago. I was like, man, this shit is rough. You know, it's like
That's
So he has a deal with them with Ciroc.
right, Ciroc, right?
okay.
I kind of figure Puffy own he'll like a partial owner of that.
Yeah,
So
he
I
has some
like
kind of
Ciroc.
deal with them. But I support him. I support that. And then I went like from Spotify before Prince died, he took all his music off everything and went over to Tidal with it because Tidal is Jay-Z owns a portion of that too. So he moved all because he said if people gonna make money off his music, it should be black owned. And I think they pay the artist on Tidal. So he took all his whole catalog and moved all his catalog over to Tidal. You couldn't buy Prince's music anywhere like Spotify, Apple. If you hadn't already owned it before he pulled it, you couldn't get none of his music nowhere but on Tidal before he died. And then his sister, once he died, she put it all back for all those things. But he originally pulled all his shit from everywhere but Tidal. Tidal was the only place you could buy his music.
You know what? I just watched something on TikTok. They was talking. That's pretty much why they said that they killed him.
No, I heard they killed him because that wasn't what I heard. It was some other shit. I think he was
he was the first person who was like really pulling all their music out of like from the big money makers and had started streaming it. And they was like, well, shit, you ain't doing us no good. You better off, you worth more dead than alive.
But he
well,
wasn't
essentially was because his sister took all this. Like even the stuff that he had locked up that he didn't want released, like she started releasing that shit too. Like she did a lot of stuff that it was so against what he wanted that once he died, she like literally put all his shit back on Apple within maybe 3 months of him dying.
Because it's always about $1. See, that's the thing with people. That's money just motivate people to do fucked up shit.
But it's not even, that's greed though, because he left enough money. Like there was no Prince had enough money and enough catalogs and enough artists that he's produced. Like she didn't have money, so what he left her, whatever he had, it should have been sufficient. So why are you? To me, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I don't, because I'm not in that situation. But to me, people's
Agreed.
wishes are their wishes, and to me that
Right.
those things should be respected. Like even after death, if he pulled his music from everywhere else but Tidal, why could you at least not, respect that? Respect those things that because he felt very strongly about some of those things, so much so that, remember, I don't know if you all remember when he was into it with Warner, he had slave across his face.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he had changed his names because anything that he produced under Prince, they would get royalties from. Like,
Right.
for somebody to have that much conviction, and I'm sure he lost a lot of sales behind that, or he didn't make what he could have made. For somebody to be that passionate and feel that strongly about a situation or a topic, for you to just go out and discount everything that he worked for, that's his work. Like, all of that stuff is his work. For you just to discount it in his death is so, like, and not just his sister. Like, people, I've noticed people do that anyway. Like, if I say I don't want to be cremated, or I want this, I want that, people tend to do what the fuck they want to do when you're dead, as if what you say does not matter. Like, my wishes don't matter, and you're doing something to make you feel good because this is what I want. I want to do this for them. Like, we're so fucking selfish. Like,
You've
just
been selfish. I mean,
we're
it's
selfish. Like, we're
Yeah.
selfish.
That's the
We're
human
selfish.
nature to be selfish, though. Like, think of
But there was a time that you would consider, like, there, and I'm not
That's
talking about
true.
so far ago. When people left wills, people followed what they were asked to do.
Yeah, to
Like,
the
it
T.
wasn't no fight, it wasn't no question. If they left, this is the instructions that we were given. They might fight about it, but the instructions were carried out. We're now at a point where it don't matter what you say. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do and how I feel like I want to do it. And if you don't like it, too bad, we can fall out. But I don't care what she said. I'm gonna do what I feel like I want to do, and that's just so. This is like at least 30 years old. Like, this is some new shit that we're doing now, and it's like it's selfish. We don't give a shit about nobody's feelings. We don't care about preserving somebody's last moments, if I'm asking you to do something, fucking respect that. I don't need you to agree, but respect what I'm asking you to do. Because this is the last thing that I'm asking you to do.
But see, if you respect the person, while they're here, then you will carry that on. You will carry on their wishes. And see, it's a lack of respect on the parts of on a person to person. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of relationships don't happen or don't last, because of lack of respect. This is why, we have all these racial issues and everything today, because it's a lack of respect. And my thing is, treat people the way you want to be treated. It's that simple. Don't get into, oh, well, you this or you that, or I think you this, you think you that. But set the tone. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and you should be okay. Now, every now and then you're going to have some knucklehead motherfucker that want to go against the grain. Well, you don't have to feed into that. You see what I'm saying? You could just easily, avoid that. If you, like me, I'm not a confrontational person, so I try to avoid confrontation when I see it coming. So if I see a motherfucker on some dumb shit, okay, all right, I'm going to holler at you later and keep it moving. And just maintain my bearing, as, in the military, as we would say. And that's as far as I go, but that's what that is. It's just a free-for-all now. It's just like, fuck everything, you only live once, that type of mentality. Motherfuckers just go out and do reckless shit because they grown, or because they just want to, or they feel like it. That's what we living in. And then people look at you crazy because you have order of yourself. You have standards. Now you the bad person, you the bad guy, because you have a standard. See? And that's what we up against. And I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker say. I'm a maintain standard. Because I'm not no motherfucker.
I think what you just said falls in line with, like, what our topic, like Kanye. Like, as crazy as folks think he is, like, I get what he's saying, and it's about what he thinks is right and best for his children. Like, I absolutely get it, and they're painting him as like somebody who's crazy, but one of his standards is to be a good father, to be present for his children, and like he's being drugged for the shit, but ain't nobody saying shit about Kim with Peter. Like, Pete Davidson, and I like him. I like him as a comedian. But nobody's dragging Kim, but Kanye, he's stalking her. And then when he's like, no, I'm not stalking her. I want to be in my kid's life. I want to be present. And he talked about his experience with his father, and when his mother left Atlanta, his father chose to stay in Atlanta, and he didn't come and visit. He was not present in his life, and he was like, I don't want that for my children. I want to be in their life. And he was like, what's the point of being rich if I can't do this for my children? My children mean everything to me.
But you know what? Envelopians do that all the time, but it's no big deal. It's like,
but it's only a big deal because it's the Kardashians. That's the because people,
and it's a black man, and they always trying to, vilify and make it seem like a black man is always doing some creepy, some stuff. I mean,
but it's more plausible when you're talking about a white woman for them to say that Kanye, because ain't everybody like Kanye that lost his mind, but when he actually said what, or that they didn't even invite him to the birthday party. How the fuck don't you invite this man who, like, I don't care what Kanye's done. Kanye, from the time that these children have been born, you've seen him very active and very present in their life. So I don't care what y'all going through. How do y'all exclude the father from this? And on top of that, it's not. But what I'm saying is that they paint Kanye like he crazy, but
it's getting bad though.
Why would you exclude him?
I really think a lot of that is that damn mama.
I agree with you.
I'll put it like this. She was married to a man who at the end of all of that shit didn't even want to be a man no more.
Say a lot.
True.
True. They say he sexual harassed his driver.
Freaky ass nigga.
Well, but they freaks. That man ain't just came out the closet all of a sudden. She knew about that shit. I think it's bigger than the mama. They fetishize black people. All the Kardashians.
They I totally agree with you, Alicia.
The whole world does.
Right, but I'm saying
but them specifically.
I'm saying them in particular just because all of them try to look like us. Like they go through a lot of extremes to look like us. So now
they obsessed with black men.
Black children. She got black babies. Well, they all have they have black babies.
Men. But
she sure do. She sure do.
To go after black men.
I agree with you, Eb.
But not any old black man.
That also ties into that ties into the thing too, because it's like sometimes to me it seemed like non-black women are like a trophy or like that level up or that status symbol to a lot of black men.
Well, he said it himself, Eb. If he said the line that in Gold Digger where he blew up,
you get on your ass.
That's exactly what he did. So he ain't no different. But see, you know what? Look. This is the way I look at it. In all honesty, okay, as a man, okay, you knew if you went to school, like basically 3 kinds of guys, right? And you landed in one of those playing fields. You had the dudes that was high demand, you had the mid-grade guys, and you had the ugly niggas.
Yep.
Okay. Now Kanye, looking at Kanye and looking at the way he dressed, and he's from Chicago like I am, they wasn't checking for him.
That's not true. That's not true.
He did have to.
I'm gonna tell you why that's not true. Because West Side niggas and South Side niggas, y'all ain't the same. Y'all wasn't even the same back then.
I agree.
That's true.
And so when you talk about how he dressed exactly like we dressed on the South Side of Chicago. There was nothing weird about how he dressed because that's how we dress on the South Side. Kanye was not a bad looking guy, and he dressed for the area that we were in, preppy. They weren't wearing, jabos, gas. Like that's our no nigga. That's our
no. That's South Side.
No, that's our shit. And the way that we wore it, and we all wore gas damaging using jabos, but it was the way that they wore it.
I'm from Uptown.
But what she said
you with the white people. We know you with the white people.
Let's just stay with the.
We know.
Southside dudes they was preppy.
Right.
Westside was known for drug dealers, flashy. We wore the $1.50 hats.
Right. I mean, like real.
Keep it honest, Eb. You from out west, you know.
Somebody from the west side and from the south side by looking at them, y'all can tell
I'm from out west, but I was from. Being from out west, that's not all that's out here. So
I
saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
That's
I saw
true.
the buck 50 has the pellies, you know what I'm
Pelly
saying?
Pale, yeah, that's
The
yeah.
The
Gucci's and
A-ball
all of that
jackets.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The A-Red
That
jacket.
was just
But
a
my
little
point is
staple.
that you can.
But I also saw I was around a lot of preppy dressing guys from out west too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
And
we
I'm
have.
not saying that you didn't
let's
have
not forget.
preppy dress, but what I'm saying is that you could tell back then when we were growing up, I could tell somebody that was from the South Side and from the West Side. If it wasn't their clothes, it was the way they talked. But you knew that you knew where you were. Like even from if I went on the north, if I went on the West Side, folks knew I wasn't from the. I didn't have to say a word. They knew by the way that I moved that I was not from over there. They knew. People knew.
Yeah, I agree.
And so like Kanye, he definitely was a typical South Side guy. Like he looked like what we looked like back then.
But here's the catch. He's not a bad looking guy in all honesty. I don't think he was getting like the top chicks, but he could pull chicks. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was a high demand
Have
dude.
you ever seen the girl that he was dating when he
Delta
first
chick?
got put on, Alexis or Alexa or
She
something
was
like
pretty.
that? She was very pretty.
She was pretty.
And he self-prophesized, like we said earlier, when he got on,
He
they
got
had
himself a
been
white
broke up
girl.
already.
So-
but my thing is
Right,
once he got to that certain status, a black woman wasn't good enough
I
for
don't
him.
think that was it.
For
I think when
him.
that boy, I think when his
See,
mother
when that boy
passed,
mama passed,
when
he
his mother
lost his
passed, he
mind.
just went through a bunch of shit
Bunch of
because
shit.
if his
Yeah.
mother was alive, Kim and Kim, because even if you look at how they talk about Kim now, like they dragging Kanye, they call him all kind of weirdos, crazy, and all this other shit. Ain't nobody said shit about what the whole that Kim is. Kim with a whole nother man right now, and then they on they were talking about the guy. I can't remember the guy she was married to, the black basketball player that I think they were married for like a
Humphries.
month or so.
Chris
Humphrey.
Humphrey.
How that now the narrative with that one is that she really never got over him and she loved him. Like how this bitch have been ran through more than the car wash
But did you
on Stony
see?
Island.
Remember, what was that guy named Reggie Bush? His family wasn't having that shit.
Yeah,
'Cause
Reggie
Well,
Bush.
what I'm
supposed to
saying,
get
but the
married for a
Yeah,
narrative
he
that
minute.
dropped him.
the narrative
He
that they're
dropped him
painting
like
for
a
Kim
rock.
is a different narrative than they're painting for Kanye. They got Kanye as this fucking maniac, this crazy stalker, but ain't nobody saying shit about how ran through Kim is and how she all of a sudden is with Pete Davidson, who is known to have a drug problem, who's known to like be in rehab. Like he got a lot of issues himself, but ain't nobody talking about them. They talking about poor Kim and why is Kanye stalking her? Like, come on.
She's a fucking thief.
But
And
but
that's how she ended up with fucking Ray J. She started off in the fucking business selling Brandy's old like her, the
yeah,
stuff
that's
like
how she
for
started.
resale and shit. And
Yup.
she ended up
She's a-
having to pay Brandy like $130,000 because she was stealing from her.
You're right. That's how she got on.
That's
She's
how
a
Ray J
whore.
fucked the shit out of him.
She's a
That's how she
whore.
got on.
She's a jive ass broad anyway. She don't fuck about Kim or any of them other motherfuckers.
Did you just say jive again?
She is. I get sick of hearing
Hey,
they
we
be
need
idolizing
we need
these
a-
motherfuckers.
Hey y'all, we need a job old meter up in here for
Word.
every time you say that shit. It need to go ding ding.
Look, I'm trying to find the word jive so he can use it for his background. So I'm gonna send it to him.
Right.
No, I'm just being real. Like she just, nigga, like Kanye, like nigga, you Kanye West, and you go get Ray J sloppy seconds and marry her, nigga, and then
But
you have
again,
kids with her.
I'm saying y'all had to be like he went through a lot when he lost his mom. I think
Yeah,
he
I
just
agree.
snapped.
I agree
I
with
think
you.
he just snapped.
He
When he lost his
snapped.
mother.
He lost his mind.
He because he was never the same behind that. And I agree with you, but my thing is like she Ray J sloppy seconds, Reggie, like she'd have been through
Reggie
a whole
Bush,
myriad
Chris
of men.
Humphrey.
Like publicly, she's been with a lot of men. She's been married numerous times, but nobody's talking about that. Once again, we're talking about black men being painted as these fucking devils, and he's crazy. And Kim is getting off scot-free.
But my question is, don't you feel like, I'm not saying it because I'm a black man, don't you feel like it's more prevalent, is a full attack on us now?
Well, I think the problem is this. I think that black women and black men are having the wrong conversations with each other, right? I think we're spending a lot of time fighting with each other about who did what and had black women. Like all that shit is bullshit because at the end of the day, there is no better woman for a black man than a black woman, and ain't no better man for a black woman than a black man. Period. Dot. So when we get to that point, and that's a commonality, then we can talk about everything else. But when we start, like I was watching this white lady on TikTok. Bitch got a band of money talking about, nigga, you ain't never took care of your kid. Now I'm sure she's in the car with some black men. And what I've heard a lot of black men say is that they have these white women that they smash or want to smash, and they're allowing them to use this word. And they allow them to use this. And I've seen it too. I've heard white women be like, you hear my, well, black women are jealous of me because I got that bad. Bitch, you are carbon copy. I am always the original. How can the original ever be jealous of the carbon copy? But white women are led to believe that because some of our black men are making them believe that.
Nigga co-sign the shit.
Right. And I don't have a problem with, I wouldn't date outside of my race. I love black men. That's all I want.
Yeah,
if you want to date outside of your race, get down how you live. However, when you start saying shit like, I don't date black women because they got attitude problems or whatever, we have to realize first that we black men and black women, we are scarred. We have PTSD and we are scarred, and we have to fix ourselves. And in order to fix ourselves, we have to acknowledge that I love you, black man. I love you, black woman. As my brother and my sister, I love you. And I love you before I love anybody else. And that's where we need to start.
Yep,
until we stop having them other conversations about black men ain't shit and black men need to step up.
Yeah,
like at the end of the day, we're confusing what femininity and masculinity is. A masculine man, an alpha male, has nothing to do with motherfucking making six figures. You can make six figures and not take care of shit. I've seen it done.
Exactly.
I've seen it done.
Can't say that.
That's true.
Because that's what they equated is to all a man is good for, or the value of a man is however much money he makes.
Right.
That's the problem, is because once you start, putting your head into the media or your friends or whatever else, then you'll start to buy into that I'm not a man unless I make this amount of money. I cannot satisfy a woman unless I make this amount of money. I'm worthless unless I make this amount of money. That's why I tell people, like, yo, don't put, there's more shit. That's why I don't value money. It's because there's so much more shit around that.
Around it that affects it.
You know what I'm saying? That the people don't come.
Like I totally agree with you. It's like me and Kanar respectively at our jobs could excel than our counterparts.
Straight up.
And could be worth six figures. We don't control that. You know what I'm saying?
We're allowing society, we're allowing society to dictate to us. And that's what's hindering black men and black women. We're allowing outsiders, people that don't look like us, to tell us how we should value each other. Like you hear black women are we too loud, we too strong, bitch, I'm supposed to be strong. Like when you look at ancient rules, when you look at how we rule, black women rule. The black man was right there with her when she ruled, and he respected her, and she loved him, and they ruled together. But you seen pharaohs. Nefertiti was a king. Like there are plenty of women kings.
Right.
So we're allowing these white folks, and I might be even saying that wrong, but we're allowing white folks to tell us that black women have to be quiet, we have to be submissive, and black men have to have all this money. Man, we are the originals. We should not be allowing anybody that's a carbon copy of us to tell us how we dictate and run anything between us, because we're the blueprint for it all. So that's what we're messing up at. We're allowing things that are copies, Xerox copies of us, to tell us how we should be running our relationships. And so, like I was the thing that I sent to you guys this week, I was reading, they were talking about black women should stop wasting their time on black men and start dating outside their race, and how a lot of black women, we're not going to do that. And it's so divisive because you're encouraging black men to date outside their race, and you're encouraging black women. Now, the reality of it is you can date who you want to date. But when that black man and that white woman get together and she start having children, what is she going to teach them about being black? What is she going to teach a black woman about being a black woman? You have no fucking standard there. And what is a white man going to teach a black boy about being a black man? Your son or not, he's still a black man, and you don't know nothing about that. And his mama, a black woman, can only help him so far because she don't know nothing about being a black man. So you're doing your children a disservice. So you're sending your children out here thinking that, race, because race don't matter. Well, bitch, yes, it does. Because every time you step out that door, the color of my skin dictate how people gonna treat me all day long. That it's not that prevalent to white folks because it don't matter to you because you get treated the same way. But I know stepping out the door when the police pull me over, when I'm in the store, when I'm going different places, I'm very aware of how people see me. And you do your kids a disservice. And also, if you're making a bunch of money, when you die, you're leaving that money to that white man and that white woman. If you die before they do, so they're in control of all your money. So the generational wealth is not going back into the black community. It's going to this white woman who's taking care of the black kids, but she's taking a piece of the chunk for her family. So your money is not even coming over here.
But rightfully so, is because that's the thing. It's like, we got 3 minutes left. I'm gonna say a little bit, and I don't want to get on my soapbox, but rightfully so is because we talking about these are conscious decisions, and it goes both ways because ain't nobody jumping down Serena Williams' throat for going to get a white man. Now on the outside, I look at it like, okay, she's been through a couple of brothers, shit ain't paying out. Now I'm a man. Now I can look at Serena Williams and say, yeah, I wouldn't wife that. She looks horrible, but I stab. Okay. So, but
she's not going around saying she don't date black men because they ain't got no money like that. That's my thing.
Right, but
like,
she got money, so you can't really chop her in. I get what you're saying.
But it's black men with money that date white women and say, I don't date black women because of their attitude. Bitch, you got a whole you over here talking like a bitch right now. Right? You over here sounding like a woman over here with your attitude. So my thing is not
that's where they learned it from.
But again, I wouldn't date. I'm not an interracial dater. I'm not. But
I personally, like I say, I'm gonna be real with you. Like me personally, date who you want. I don't give a fuck what color they is. Love coming all colors. That's how I feel about it. Now I married a black woman. Okay. That's was my conscious decision. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. But as far as dating and all that, But anyway.
Right, fishbowl. We just fishbowl. And let's be clear. I'm not telling anybody you date who the hell you want to date.
I get what you're saying, Lucia. I'm not just don't like nah to the race. Yeah, after you do it. About your business. Don't disrespect everybody else over.
If you don't date black men or black women, don't say, well, I don't date them because at the end of the day, that's your mama, that's your sister, that's your daddy, that's your brother. Like, who you talking to?
Don't try to explain away. Don't try to explain away your decision to date white women by always having to shit on a black woman.
True. I totally agree.
Let a white woman shit on a black woman too.
You can like what you like.
What you like.
You don't have to. You putting a competition together in your mind that doesn't have to be there.
Exactly.
And to me, it says that you really don't like it. Anytime you got to sit up and try to justify why you dated this non-black person, or because of this person over here ain't right, so I did this. You shouldn't have to explain shit. If this who you rock with and this who you got feelings for, this who you care about, you ain't got to explain shit to nobody. So it ain't even real when they get to that type of shit. You just doing it to be spiteful, like a sissy or like a female. That type of shit, I can't fuck with that. But if you really into pink toes or you into, that type of shit, then go get your shit.
Did y'all see them two black boys that was on